Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and today I want to chat with you guys a little bit about, again, understanding that if you know how to train correctly, you can program correctly, you can figure out what you're doing, and you have a little bit of work ethic, you do not require large amounts of equipment. You can really and truly get to pretty much your potential or very, very close to it with just a handful of things. All right, a handful of things. And I'm not saying other stuff's not useful. I mean, I have a lot of things that go way beyond this. I mean, you see chains right there in the background. All these bands, you see a glute ham raise, reverse hyper. I got a lot of different barbells. But push come to shove, I could continue to make progress even as an advanced lifter. I mean, I'm closing in on 50, still deadlift over 600 pounds. At age 47, right? I'm doing okay. Got a little loose skin from losing 100 pounds before, so I don't have the most beautiful or impressive physique, and I'm doing okay. But I can still make progress if I had to with just these basics. And what would I say? What do you really need? A good rack, a good barbell, some plates, a bench, maybe even, hey, let's get fancy, an adjustable bench, even if you needed to slide it in there. You don't have to have a little specialty bench like I do. I have a bench station, competition type bench that I bench press in. But you don't have to have that. Some plates and a good pull up and chin up bar. Okay? Heck, I even do my abs on that bar. You guys see me do all my hanging leg raises. There's how I train my abs. Pull ups, chin ups, ab work, all that can be done on that thing. If you're really advanced and athletic, you can do muscle ups on something like that, right? I've never tried muscle ups. I probably should. That wouldn't be a bad idea. I just don't have a setup. I'd hit my head on my setup there, I think, if I tried them. But maybe that's something to work towards eventually, as I get older. It'd be kind of cool. They are kind of impressive, right? Little side tangent. I think most of us out there, if we prize athleticism, when we see someone who doesn't have little chicken legs, like they've got some actual legs from squatting, they can crank out reps on muscle ups. I think that's pretty admirable. I think that's admirable, right? I think it's pretty cool. But with these basics, and I don't even need to get into what all you can do with it. I mean, I can come up with dozens and dozens and dozens of exercises. But really, what's your core movements? I mean, I base most of my training these days on squatting. I mean, I've done different types of squats: high bar, low bar, narrow stance, wide stance. Right now I'm in a phase of doing the real narrow stance, high bar, trying to bring my quads up, But squats, deadlifts. Okay, there's your foundational lower body. How about upper body? Bench press, weighted pull-ups, or body weight pull-ups, even reverse band pull-ups if you can't do pull-ups. Not everybody can do them weighted. That's okay. Just keep improving. Keep improving. Right? That's my foundational lifts. And I would say, look, have your foundational lifts and then build upon it. Train your other stuff, train your weak links, figure out what it is that you need to build the rest of the physique or the performance that you want, but work off those basic movements, right? And you can go pretty far with it. I mean, really, if you only had enough gym time to squeeze in and really hammer those 4 movements, let's be honest, most people, again, notice I'm saying a pull up in there very specifically, a little more arm work. My big 5 is that and the barbell curl because my arms need the most work. They lag, just genetically, right? Though in the barbell curl, that's my big 5 these days. Those 5 movements. Anyone telling me that if you focused 90% of your time on those movements, that you wouldn't be cock diesel? I mean, if you spent years hammering away at them, yeah, you would. You would. You would be more impressive than 90% of the people at the gym if you just spent 5 years working really hard on those 5 movements. Now, I'm not saying that's all you need, but then fill in the gaps, figure out what else you need. Do you need certain development and mobility, like the pullovers like I'm doing there. Do you need more upper chest and shoulder? Maybe some incline benching. Hey, I like incline bench. I don't always have time to work it into my programming for recovery reasons, but I do like the incline bench. I think it's a fantastic exercise. Or, you standing barbell press. You need more shoulders. Maybe you do laterals. You don't even need dumbbells to do laterals. You can do them with plates. Some upright rows. If you need more shoulders, if they're lagging from this other stuff. All right? So this is when my pecs are lagging, the bench isn't working. Well, keep building your bench up. Learn to bench correctly. All right, grab some plates and do some flies afterwards. But again, you see what I mean? Just these basics. I have all these adjustable dumbbell handles, but honestly, plates for most people can replicate most of what you do with a dumbbell, other than the really big movements. But I'd question, do you even need those big movements if you have a barbell? Really, does anyone really and truly think biomechanically a dumbbell press is superior to a flat, an incline, or a decline barbell? Do you really think that? Come on. Just biomechanically. No, it's just a different movement with a little different angle, and they're good movements. I like them. I think that they're good movements, but they're not better. They're just different. Okay? Maybe your hamstrings are lagging, so you could do some good mornings or some Romanian deadlifts on top of that. If your quads suck, you could do some split squats or some walking lunges or, other stuff you can do with that equipment. Right? If your arms suck, you can do some curls. Your triceps, you could do some extensions with it. You could do some JM presses, closed grip benching. You got all sorts of options. Fill in the gaps, whatever else you need. But you don't need a lot of equipment. If you really are dedicated to training and you're going to put in some hard work and you know how to try to use good form and not be a complete ass clown, you can get pretty far with just the basics like that. Just a bench, a rack, barbell, plates, pull-up bar. Oh yeah. I would say plenty of you guys out there could be repping 3 plates on a bench, 4 on a squat, 5 on a deadlift, be doing a 100-pound weighted pull-up. Well, you'd need a weight belt for that. It's another $20 piece of equipment. You don't need a lot. You really do not need a lot. Says me, my opinion. People built impressive, powerful, strong, athletic physiques for decades with just that stuff, and they had no real trouble doing it. They just had to work hard. All right, guys, but that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it's been informative, and I'll talk to you guys next time.